Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
Oh, I'm good, thank you. So, for your IELTS speaking tests, just to let you know, there are 3 parts to this test. In part 1, you will have some kind of general type questions. For part 2, you will get an extended response question, where you will have 1 minute to prepare your answer and up to 2 minutes to give your answer, okay?
Okay.
If you start to speak for over 2 minutes, I will stop you.
All right.
All right, and then for part 3, we have topic-based questions.
Okay.
All right, so let's get into your test.
All right.
All right, so what is your favorite color of clothes?
Clothes. I would say I personally like black clothes because it's the most basic color tone. You know, I like to be like monotone. I like monotone clothes when it comes to clothes, and it goes with it can go with like every other color, right? Yeah. So yeah, I would say black clothes.
And what kind of clothes do you never wear?
I would say like it's my personal opinion, but I would say the worst fashion trend is like jorts. I hate jorts because I don't think it's that good, and yeah, especially like tight jorts. I would never wear that kind of clothes.
So then, what kind of clothes do you usually wear?
I usually wear like casual clothes. They're pretty comfortable for me, and yeah, as I said before, I like basic color tones, like black and white. Yeah, and I tend to wear like sweatpants and sweatshirt, like just to be comfortable. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, great. And do you wear the same style of clothes on weekends and weekdays?
As of now, yes, because it's summer and I currently don't have a job right now, so I just wear comfortable clothes all the time, like sweats and stuff. But during like school year and stuff, I try to look more formal and like as a student, and yeah, I try to look better like during the weekdays.
Okay, great. So that is everything for part 1. Now let's move on to part 2. So your question for part 2 is to describe an energetic person that you know. Okay?
Okay.
So now you'll have 1 minute to prepare. Okay, that is your 1 minute preparation time. So now you have 2 minutes to describe an energetic person that you know.
So the first thing that came to mind, I would say Son Heung-min. He's a famous soccer player that plays for Tottenham Hotspur in England. And yeah, I mean I personally don't know him, but yeah, I watch a lot of soccer games, like Tottenham games and stuff, and yeah, and I also watched like a lot of videos of him like doing stuff, like some fun stuff on YouTube, and watching soccer games, I always see him smiling and try to hype up the energy and stuff. Yeah, and try to hype the team up, and always yeah, he yeah, and how I feel about this person, I think he is a great leader, and yeah, I think energetic person is a good example of a good leader. I would say like an energetic person can always bring the energy up and stuff. Yeah. I think
great.
that's it. Yeah.
Okay, very good. And now let's move on to part 3, our topic focus questions, okay?
Mhm.
So, what kinds of jobs need a lot of physical work?
Got a couple of things on the list. But the first thing I would say is athletes, obviously. I mean, like the most important thing they have to, like the most important thing for athletes is their performance and like using their bodies, right? And yeah, just because I'm into soccer, I'll like give you an example like about soccer. Like soccer players always have to use their bodies and like their physical activities like the most important thing. Yeah, and yeah.
Okay, very good. What is the difference between the payment for physical work and that for mental work or brain work?
Could you say a question again?
Yeah. So, what is the difference between the payment for physical work and that for brain work?
Like payment, I would say like it's a question about like payment, like the difference between like difference in payment.
Like salary payments.
Yeah, like how different it is.
Yeah.
I would say these days, mental work tend to be like harder usually, and like physical activities, like anyone can do that, right? But mental work is like yeah, it tends to be harder than like just hard physical work, and yeah, just because of that, like the payment for mental work like can be higher than physical work.
Okay, great. And can physical workers receive higher salaries in the future?
I would say definitely no, because just looking at how technology is evolving so fast, like robots are definitely gonna replace our jobs, like especially physical jobs, and yeah, and yeah, I think like there would be no more like physical jobs in the future. Yeah, and I mean it's a sad reality, but yeah, I would say there would be like less physical jobs, like less jobs that require physical activities.
Okay. And your final question. Do you think machines could replace human workers in the future?
Yes, definitely. I kind of answered that question already, but yeah, like technologies these days is like growing up so fast, and yeah, and as I grew up, like I already saw those changes. For example, like now, like I I'll give you one specific example. Like I saw a Jamba Juice machine that like makes you a juice, like, and like it doesn't require a worker, and it's just coming out of the machine. And I like when I was like a kid, like that didn't exist, right? And yeah, like just like that, yeah, robots can definitely replace like physical jobs.
Okay. All right. So that is everything for your speaking test. And now let's get into the feedback. So you did a lot of things really well in your speaking test. So the things that I noted in particular that you did really well were your pronunciation, okay?
Oh, okay.
Your pronunciation and accent were really, really good.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
I can tell that you've spent a lot of time like practicing speaking English and you have a good amount of experience speaking English. So that definitely worked in your favor. So you did really, really well there. Okay, and also some of your expressions. So you use some sort of kind of conversational expressions like as of now and things like that to kind of like introduce your points. You also used I would say quite a few times, so that is quite good. It added to the fluidity of your speech.
Right.
So that was really, really a good point. And finally, another thing I thought that you did really well was the use of like idiom, slang, and more casual language. So that shows like a level of comfortability with the English language. That would also count in your favor. So you used some words like sweat, jorts, and hype up, which, you know, they're quite idiomatic, right? You're probably not going to find them in a textbook. So it does show that you're very comfortable with the English language and you are knowledgeable on a more idiomatic conversational level. So that is all really good. Some of the things that I thought that you could work on and improve upon was that while, yes, you did use some like good idiomatic language, there weren't a lot of like higher level expressions, right?
Right.
So it might have just been like the specific questions or nerves, but I felt like you could have included some more higher level grammatical structures and vocabulary, okay? I also noticed a lot of hesitation, which again might have been from the questions or nerves. Yeah, that can happen sometimes. So that's just something to work on if you want to get more comfortable doing this kind of test, okay?
Okay.
And I also noticed a lot of yeah, and stuff. So yeah, these are like habitual things.
Yeah, that's my habit, yeah.
Yeah, native speakers do that too, quite frequently and a lot. But to really improve your like fluency and coherence score, it's best to kind of work on reducing that, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And I noticed there was, like you said, the technology has grown up. People can say that, but usually we talk about grown up like a person grows up. In the case of technology, we usually use developed or advanced. So there was just one like inappropriate expression, I would say.
Okay.
But overall, you did really well. And if you work on that kind of like that side of the fluency and coherence elements, as well as improving your lexical resource and use of grammatical structures, I think you could increase your score, okay?
Okay.
So for today, I gave you a 7.5 out of 9.
All right, cool.
All right?
Yeah, thank you.